Hi everyone, this is Vanya, and today we will talk about all announcements that Plarium did this year and what will be in our game Reach the Legends in this year, 2025. Yeah. First thing that I want to talk is all clan activities, and let's start from Hydra. Plarium planning to change some small details. For example, balance and multipliers in Hydro Clash. For example, Trunda still OP after fix. She's still best damage dealer for Hydro teams, and like for example in our clan, most people running Trunda team on all Hydros to deal maximum damage, and Plarium I think probably will change balance, and Trunda will be less popular, and other champions should deal same damage as Trunda, and that will be cool. Also, Plarium knows that after their fix, Hydra became very boring content, because before fix you could do maximum damage, like we shot one head, then we have a big window to do a lot of damage. Like remember how it was cool when your Mikage I'll attack all your champions and you're running to that head and do millions of damage. And for example with Trunda, when you push your A2 to all dead heads and they get about millions and billions of damage by one hit, that was really cool. Now it's boring because we can't do so much damage in one head, because it has a limit of damage that we can deal with it. Also, there is a block damage on heads when they revives, so it's just boring, because just like half of a battle you can't do any damage to Hydra heads, and it's not cool. So Plarium I think should fix it too. The best decision about that I can expect, I think they need to add like buff speed on heads with block damage, because you just waiting too many time to start dealing damage to the head. So if their third meter will be boosted after they revive, or they will be with speed buff when they revive, it will be better, because we faster can do damage to them, so we faster can kill them, and it will be more interesting. I like that you need more skill than before. Also, many people don't like that there is a daily task to do Hydra or Chimera key, because it's content that need your time, so usually people do it on weekends, and in this daily you need to do it right now, so you probably don't have time to do it today, and you want to save it for weekends, but you can't, because you lose your energy, you lose your keys for Doom Tower, and I think that's bad, and Plarium also want to change it. I think best decision about that, change these quests to weekly tasks. Like for example, now we just need to do some fights in arena, I think 15 fights in dungeons, and upgrade champions in tavern. So if they add Chimera key and Hydro key in this task, it will be better, I think, because you will get extra reward for that, and you have a lot of time to do it. And for clan leaders it's also good, because people in your clan stop doing these keys in last day, and I think that is really good if Plarium will do it like I said. About Chimera, I think that is the most interesting content now after Arena, of course, for me, because plarium added it like 2.5 months ago, and most people are interested in chimeras. It rewards from it are the best now, because every champion on all content need relic. It extra stats, extra effect, like extra passive for champions, and that is very good. OP in Arena, OP in Hydra, and on all content. For example, Cat Gaze relic, it's I think the most usable now, because people doing records with that. Some champions became better with this relic, because you can give them 100% ignoring defense, and it is really good. So plarium should change few things in Chimera. They didn't announce anything about it, but I think about third of trials should be changed. For example, shield trial, they can do it, but I think that you just need to add one champion with shield buff in your team and do this task, do this trial, but now you can't do it. So that's really bad. Plarium should rebalance, I think, most trials to make them real, because now some trials best players in the game can't do it, because it's just impossible. So that isn't good, and I don't think that plarium need to make trials like you can do all 27 trials in one game. No, you need to change team based on pieces in rewards for every trial. For example, on some rotation you need to use poison champions, on some rotation you need to use shield champions, for some rotations you need to use champions with a lot of damage to destroy duel of Chimera, and that should be more interesting, because you need to rebuild your team every rotation for getting maximum mythical and legendary pieces from trials rewards, and that should be really good. But plarium didn't send anything about Chimera. Also, plarium promised that in a game will be more waves to get legendary relics, and they will add more waves to get pieces, like for example we already have them in events, in tournaments, but I think plarium also can add them to Hydra clashes, to CVC, to Live Arena, to Platinum Arena, and that will be really cool. So I like this, because now there is a problem to upgrade relics. For example, my account, I have 6 wands, it's OP relic, but after 2.5 months of farming I can upgrade only one of them to maximum level, and I think that's not so interesting. All relics should be on maximum level, because with champions it isn't so hard. So please add more waves with resources to upgrade them, and that will be really cool. Okay, let's go now to PvP. I PvP fan, I really like this content, and firstly let's talk about Live Arena. First thing that plarium promised to add is friend fights on Live Arena, and this is really cool for players and really cool for plarium too, and for content creators too. Firstly, it gives more space for tasting, because now you need to go in plat, find your opponent who will make needed defense, and then you will test. Or you need to try find each other on Live Arena, but you need to have plus minus same win streaks, same rating league, and push find button in same time, and it not guarantee that you will find each other. So friends fight will give more space for testing, and that is really good. I like to test some mechanics in game. Also, finally, players can do their own tournaments. For example, clan tournaments, like who the best live arena player in the clan, and some people who didn't spend a lot before, they will spend to be number one in their clan, and after they will get their number one in their clan, they can change clan to be number one in stronger clan, and they will spend in game all this time. So it's really good for plarium. It's also good for content creators because they can do tournaments, and I think after that game can live infinity time just on player activities. So I really like it and waiting it. Also, plarium promised that they add emojis on Live Arena, and it also good because some emojis in some games become memes. But changes that I want is change system of finding opponents. Do it like same with flat, that top 300 or 500 players are in different league like platinum. And for example, top 50 player, firstly, it find opponent from top 50. It doesn't find opponent from top 50. It start to find opponent from top 100, then from top 250, and then from all platinum league. And only after that they will try to find from another leagues. That will be better because now Live Arena become just farming easy teams. For example, I'm on my low spent account, still have like 75% win rate. It isn't strong, but because all my opponents are usually weaker than me, it's easy for me for farm. And for whales, it also just become like a classic arena when you pick same pick, do same skills in all battles and just winning. And really interesting fight, usually one per session or one per day, and that is really bad. So I think plarium should change finding system first, add platinum league and add league before platinum. Also, I don't like that rating in Live Arena based only on game, how much game you play. I think that will be better if they add a loss systems like in chess, so you can get more points for harder opponent and less points for easy opponent. Also, maybe some extra points for win streaks, like first 10 fights you getting +5 for win, next 10 in a row you getting +6 for wins, and next +7, and etc. Because, for example, when I was playing on Dr. Mo account, I had sometimes win streak like 70 or 80 fights in a row, wins in a row, and I still got same rating with people who didn't have so much win streaks. So I think that should be very good. But what plarium promised, they will change leagues, add seasons, that is good, and they will change system of losing point. For example, you can't drop the league if you get there. You get in gold 4, so after that you can drop to gold 3. Okay, it's not for me because on all accounts where I play I high in gold 4, so but it's good. Also, plarium promised that they add new sets in Live Arena from rewards. Also good, I liked. Okay, and now let's talk about platinum. And I really don't like that plarium promised to do. They are thinking about blind platinum arena, and 3 things why I don't like it. Firstly, when you're preparing for platinum, you're preparing for your opponents. For example, in Russian community, there is a meme that is, oh, check your players are in Swift parry. Because there was some time when all people from this clan were using Swift parry sets on every champion. So when you attack them, you know that they're using swift parries, and for example, you won't bomb them because bomb procs explodes, but champion will leave because they are in swift parry set. And with blind plat, this clan identify just disappear. Or for example, I am in Mad Clan and there is one player, Isaac. He was pushing from Sacred Pandas Baracas, and he has very strong Georgia team. So all my defense that I was preparing, I preparing against his Georgia team to don't be easy farm for him. But people in same clan with him don't need to do that, because no people in Mat or in Imperium or other top clans who using Jorgit, so they don't need to prepare team against him. And I think that this is very important detail of Platinum, that after reset you need to prepare a lot, check logs of your clan mates, and this just become less interesting for me, because always I'm trying to prepare against some players, not against all players. It's impossible to be preparing against all things, just against your opponents. And I think that will be not so cool if Platinum become blind. Also, another thing, that we still don't have leaderboard in game, so we are doing it every time by players, and if Platinum become blind, we can't check leaderboards, so we can't check it. And I think it's important part of history in game, because you checking leaderboard, so you because firstly it's history. You can check leaderboards from every day, check who was driving, whose account won Cuba, whose account won cup, and when, and with what driver it won cup. So I think it's a really important thing. Second thing about this, that you always can check defense meta ratings at what all people ended, and this is also important. And if we lose this with blind plat, that will be really uncool, so I don't like it at all. Also, Plarium promised that they will change time of Platinum ends, and for me it's not important, because my Monday is always free, and my Sunday is also always free, so it's okay for me. But I'm okay with time, because Platinum is like 5 years in game, so I think they can just do same thing and save same time. There is no problem for me. Okay, but last thing about Platinum, and I think all activities in Raid, they are planning to add more leaderboards in game. For example, we have some leaderboards in Cursed City, in Doom Tower now, but they probably will add that in all activities, and that is really good. But big respect to Sam Saltis for doing all your job in all her job in aerosol leaderboards. That is really cool, and I think Plarium can't do it as good as you did, so you still will be queen of leaderboards in game. Yeah. Okay. Next big topic about what I want to talk is PvE activities for one player. Before we talked about Hydra and Chimera, it also PvE, but it's clan activity. Now let's talk about personal activities. Firstly, they are planning to change faction wars this year a lot. I think they will add like 7 levels for each faction, and that will be really cool, because I like that content that I was playing it first time. For example, this is my tries of some factions. They did before last fix of faction wars, and that was really hard for me. at that moment. So I like that plarium will add something harder in faction wars content, and also I hope that chances of dropping 6-star glyphs will be upgraded. Because now I think glyphs is the most big problem for all players, because after adding glyphs to the game, they added just 3 ways to get them: from clan shop, but just 4 stars, so we don't need, from Cursed City and from Doom Tower, but still no 6-star glyphs, and they are getting much more gear than glyphs. So that is also this problem, and if they added like 50% chance on 28 level of faction to get 6-star glyph, that will be really cool. But plarium also want to change boss skills and all mechanics in faction wars, so I think it is interesting. I just hope they don't broke anything in this content, but I like it, really like it. Also plarium will add some fast fights to Doom Tower. I think they will add something like 1 second fight for all floors in Doom Tower, and that really good. Also plarium want to add tournaments for Doom Tower, Cursed City and Faction Wars. I don't know how they will realize that, but I think it is really interesting, because you have a cap, a limit of keys that you can spend in Doom Tower, in Cursed City, in Faction Wars. So on what tournaments will be based? On turns? That will be really interesting, because you will need to prepare best team to farm these activities, and I like it, and more tournaments, more resources to get, really. Also 100% chance that plarium will add Shogun tournament to game, and I like it because Alnamed tournament, Sand Devil tournament was really cool. It like a reason, hey, you need to farm some dust, so if they will add Shogun tournament, it also will be like notification that you need to do some Shogun, and I like it. Also, last thing about Sand Devil and Shogun, they also will add mixer of things that are dropping from that. For example, you can mix some small oils to get mid oils, and mix some mid oils to get big oils, and it's also a good thing, because now we have much more small oils than mid, and also much more big oils than mid, so mixer always good. Okay, and let's talk about some small features that also will be added in this year. First thing, it's fights that you can do when you're playing other content. For example, you can set Minotaur on farm, and while it's farming you can play arena on same account also. This is really cool. This will economy our time in game, so I really like. Also about Minotaur, they will add super raids for it, so you will need to spend not 40 minutes to farm full masteries, and just like 20 minutes to farm it. Also good thing, I like it. Also they will rebalance some old sets from this game, and it's also good because now some sets are just dead. There is no champions who want the sets, and if plarium rebalance old set, that will be really good. Also about artifacts, plarium will add more waves to sell your artifact. Also they planning to upgrade and add more resources for new players. I'm very old players and I don't watch any content for new players, so it's not for me, but I like that plarium also want to change and make start easier for new players, because new players more money for plarium, and more money for plarium means that game will develop faster, and this is good. Also, this year plarium planning to add void mythical champions, and this is very good because affinity is the main problem for some champions, especially for green champions. For example, Kriegsherr is not fully in meta because most damage dealers are blue, so you doing weak hits and they can still using their skills. Okay, and also like every year plarium planning to make a big update in December. In 2024 it was Chimera, in 2023 it was Curiosity, 2022 Hydra, 21 I think Doom Tower, 2020 Platinum, and 2019 it was Faction Wars. So every year at the end of the year we are adding new activity to the game, and this year should be also at new activity. So we're just waiting. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Please write in the comments what are you waiting more from this. I think I waiting more features for Life Arena because I'm playing this content a lot and I really wait it. Also push like button, subscribe button, and see you soon. Bye bye.